All right, so we're back at it for another day. And it's a little foggy out. A lot foggier than what the camera looks like, but we're back at it. So we're gonna get this thing fired up and not spread that. But, one hand getting in this thing. Yeah, so we're gonna go clean up a whole bunch of green beans. Or dry beans, actually, not green beans. So that we'll get to tomorrow, probably. I don't know, we can't combine right now is the issue. See if this thing fires up. Yeah, I know, we need to change the axle oil. We'll deal with that later. But, so yeah, anyways, we're gonna take off and hit the road with this thing. Head about, I don't know, 4 miles that direction. Head to our compost pile where we mix up and create all of our compost and do all that fun stuff. So that's what we're gonna do, or I'm gonna do. We got somebody coming to look at our barn. We had it go down in this, well, we didn't really have it go down, but the quarter of the roof blew off. I don't know if I've told you guys that or not, but we lost a quarter of the barn roof. That AC is a little cold this morning. So we lost a quarter of the barn roof. Barn we were kind of outgrowing anyways, so we're kind of maybe looking at rebuilding it. Kind of got a couple people lined up to tear the whole thing down, put a post out on Facebook, and oh my God, did its thing. Had like 50 people message me in an afternoon, and I want to know if they could have it and tear it down and all this. And I start coming and looking at it. Whoever shows up and has it tore down first, I guess, wins. But yeah, we're looking at that and then rebuilding it to fit our needs a little bit better for the next, I don't know how many years. So that's kind of what we got going on. But we're gonna do this until it's time for that. All right, so we've been out here for a little while now. We've got a windrow made up, which this windrow was already here, but we've got it layered with our dry beans. As you can see it here, it's nice and tasty looking. I really wouldn't recommend those to eat, but yeah, we're hauling it from over there, basically building it on top of the whole windrow. And now we'll take, like we did over here, and cover it all in wood chips, which we have a mountain of wood chips there and there. There's a couple thousand yards sitting there. Yeah, we're probably down to 1,000, 1,500 yards. We've hauled all that out of our job we do where we build all the roads and everything, spread all the wood chips there. So yeah, we kind of end up with a bunch of them, and we use that as our carbon source, kind of, if it works out that way. We also have a pile of leaves over there from a local municipality that we get it all from. But yeah, so anyways, that's what we got going on. We're finally getting through some of this stuff. It's taking a little bit of time. There's just a lot to move, and I don't really have that many hours in a day to do it. But we will, once we get this windrow made up, we'll go through and rotate some of these other ones. Actually, I might go rotate these now because, I don't know, it gets kind of boring going back and forth all the time. But what we'll do is rotate those. You can kind of see on the other side of this one over there, it's getting a little green. Kind of like to try to keep them rotated. Granted, in years past, we haven't done the best with that, but that way we can, it's kind of like doing your summer fallow on your ground where you work it over or kill off the chemical. Trying to do the same thing here to lower our spreading of weeds, I guess is the best way to put it. So because we get some of this stuff from, like some of these green beans and dry beans come out of Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, all over the state of Michigan. we get weeds from everywhere because we get all their vines, beans that are too big, weeds, whatever gets thrown in the truck and hauled up here, they go through and sort it all. Then this is their waste material that comes out of it. So now we get all their byproduct, and sometimes weeds are that. So these piles will grow up, as you can see, like right over here. There's a lot of weeds on that. So now I gotta go through and kill it all. But we'll take the time and do it because it seems to build the soil up. All right, so you can see it's pretty green now. That one will get rotated today again, and then this one will. This is what I'm gonna work on right now. But you can see there's, through my dirty windows, you can see there's some green stuff coming through, but there's some brown stuff this whole pile was green before I rotated it. So everything dies. We'll rotate it again today, and then whenever I get back up here to take care of the rest of these wood chips, it'll also probably get rotated. So that one back there will also get rotated, and maybe one of those. I don't know, we'll see. But I want to try to keep these weeds down because killing them all the time seems to work better than killing them one time. That, and it goes through the spreader a lot better. So all right, that's what we got going on. So we're gonna get rotating. All right, so we're getting it cleaned up. We've got this windrow rotated now. This is one that we'll probably get taken care of this spring, next coming spring, I don't know. This one we're building, which I've added this top layer of wood chips to it today. Yeah, we're just kind of cruising through it all. It's just time consuming is all it is. That one will probably go too. That far one definitely will go. We'll see how many windrows we get gone. But that one will go, far one will, and that one for sure will. So everything else is undecided from here, so we'll get it figured out. But started a new one because it's time to, because if you get these things too big, they're hard to roll over. And what I mean by that is, like, if you look in that one, when you pick your bucket up, you'll see that there's still green beans and pumpkin that's in the bottom of it. So best thing to do is just keep them smaller where you can really rotate them. That, or we need a bigger loader to get them bigger, because more horsepower, always. That's always the key. But we're gonna keep cleaning this up. We're gonna put another layer of these dry beans on it. I've just had a mountain over here. This whole area was all dry beans, all the way up into that. So we're almost done. It's just taking time. It's just 3 yards at a time is all it takes, you know. It takes however long it takes to run there. It's probably a good minute and a half every run, so it takes a long time if there's a lot. So we're getting kind of down there on wood chips now that you can't see through my window. So I mean, there's still a mountain. It kind of goes all the way through there, but it's just truckloads. And then I got one back there, but you know, those seem to go a little faster than these do for some reason. I don't know. But anyways, we're just gonna keep rolling. I mean, it's a little time-consuming deal. Anybody wants some stumps and brush, I'll give you that for free. Come get it. I don't want it. Well, we got a storm rolling in. Maybe. We'll see if it actually makes anything. Or becomes something, I should say. But we did get all of our wood chips that were in here cleaned up. All of our dry beans cleaned up. We got our mountain of wood chips and dirt and topsoil and whatever else we got in there. But yeah, so we made a big dent in this today. Got most of the piles rolled over. Got a little bit left to move there, but well, I got other things to do. Like look at our broken skidder. So yeah, anyways, time to go.